Behind those doors, a company is getting ready to act the tragedy of King Oedipus. It was written more than 2,000 years ago. Sophocles, an Athenian poet, wrote it for the great spring festival in honor of the god of spring. The events that you will see are not really taking place. They are just the reenactments of a sacrifice. A human sacrifice. In the Christian ritual, a priest, by the breaking of bread and the pouring of wine, symbolically reenacts the breaking of Christ's body and the shedding of his blood. In narrative and mime, he commemorates the sacrifice of one man who died for the people. We too shall commemorate such a sacrifice, the destruction of one man that his people might live. As priests put on vestments and move in a preordained ritual, we put on these characters and reenact this tragedy. The god of whom we shall speak and to whom we shall pray is called Apollo. He represents one aspect of omnipotence. He is the sun god, giver of light and giver of spiritual light. Our tragedy is largely concerned with the contrast of darkness and light. The darkness of blindness and the light of the eyes, the darkness of ignorance and the lightness of knowledge, the darkness of matter, the lightness of spirit, imagination. In fact, this place is a stage. Around us are cameras, great lamps, the machinery of making films. But now, imagine, these great lamps are the sun. The cameras are watching eyes. This stage is part of the ancient city of Thebes. Here, on this rock, stands the palace of the king.
King Oedipus!
Around us and below is the city. Plague rages. The citizens approach. They carry branches hung with wool, traditional symbols of prayer. We are waiting for Oedipus.
Oedipus, king of Thebes. His queen is Jocasta.
But Jocasta was once the wife of another king.
His another king of Thebes.
His name, Laius.
Laius.
Where is Laius? Where is Laius?
Disappeared.
Went on a long journey.
Never returned.
Laius never returned. That was long ago.
Then came the Sphinx.
Sphinx!
Then came the Sphinx.
Sphinx!
What was the Sphinx?
A monster, half woman, half bird.
She ravished the city.
Devoured our children!
Thebes was in despair.
Despair.
Then came a stranger.
A young man from far away.
Conquered the Sphinx. Delivered our city.
In despair, the Sphinx cast herself down from this rock.
Cast herself from the rock.
Oedipus was our savior.
We made him our king.
Jocasta, wife to dead Laius, became his queen.
Jocasta, queen of thieves.
Oedipus conquered. Oedipus savior.
Oedipus.
Oedipus king.
Children, descendants of old Cadmus, why do you come before me? Why do you carry the branches of suppliants? I would not learn from any mouth but yours, old man, therefore I question you myself. Do you know of anything that I can do and have not done? How can I, being the man I am, do other than all I know? I were indeed hard of heart, did I not pity such suppliants.
Plague ravages the city. A blight has fallen upon the fruitful blossoms of the land. A blight upon flock and field. A blight upon the marriage bed. Oedipus, king, not God, but foremost of living men, we beseech you, all we suppliants, to find some help. Uplift our state. Think upon your fame. Your coming brought us luck. Be lucky to us still. Remember that it is better to rule over men than over a waste place, since neither walled town nor ship is anything if it be empty and no man within it. Brings good news, for he is crowned with bays.
We shall soon know, brother-in-law. Menicius' son, what news from the god? One thing might be a key to many things, but I will start afresh and make the dark things light. Oh God.
May Apollo, sender of the oracle, come with it, and be our savior and deliverer.
Apollo, chase the god of death!
That leads no shouting men, bears no rattling shield, and yet consumes this form with pain. Famine takes what the plague spares, and all the crops are lost.
We suppliants implore you on our knees. On our knees. Knees. In doing right by Laius, I protect myself. And in this I am the ally of the god Apollo and of the murdered man. And I pray that the murderer's life, should he be so hidden and shielded, may drop from him and perish away, whoever he may be, whether he did the deed with others or by himself alone. Now, since it is I that hold the power that he held once, and have his wife for wife, she who would have borne him heirs had he but lived, I take up this cause, even as I would were it that of mine own father.
embraced upon the hills by roving hand. Or bride to thee, great Lord of Night, who loveth well all upland pasturage, did her ease o'er that dweller on the hills, Bacchus, from one of Helicon's bright nymphs.